Hey everyone, this is Erin, the founder of Lady Bee Collective, and as I promised you, it's Monday, and we're going to be going through excerpts of my ebook, How to Take Your Power Back. And this week I'm just going to talk about it. Next week I'll probably go back to maybe reading some of the excerpts, but this week's important because it's about purpose, and it's a perfect day for that because Memorial Day, the people that sacrificed their life for me and other people to be able to live our life, is perfect to talk about our purpose, because that's why we're put here on earth, to live the best that we can be and get out there and just be what our unique selves are supposed to. So I thought that would be a little thing we would talk about, would be purpose. So again, this is a very broad topic. I can go on and on and on about purpose, but I wanted to go a little bit just outline into how to go about finding your purpose. So I think a lot of us know that we want more. We have that anxiety, that burning feeling in our soul that we can't quite pinpoint. We feel uncomfortable, we feel stir crazy, and I think sometimes it's telling us that we want more and we want to go after more, but it's scary. And who wants to go after more when life is hard enough and we have enough responsibilities and we have to pay the bills and we have to do that? Like, we barely have time as it is. So why find more of a purpose? But I think for some of us, what society says or just the daily grind is not enough. And if that is, that's perfect, because that is your purpose. But for others, we want to do extra, and we want not even extra, we want to just do what makes us happy. And I think that's just so underrated. I think that we have to do what we need to do to make things work for us and our family, but also I think there's always time to carve out to find our purpose and to do and live our purpose. So if you're having trouble finding what it is, I would say write a list of things that really get you angry. Again, that might sound kind of weird, but things that piss you off, and things that you wish would go easier, like in a day, or stuff that you're like, God, why don't they do this or that? Right then and there, those are things that make up your passions and your purpose. And we don't think so, because on the daily we talk about it. We talk about it to our partners and family, things that just anger us. And if you see a repetitive pattern, then that's probably something that you want to go after. So that's what I would say for the first tip, is the things that anger you. Pay attention to how you react to what certain people say and what you spend a lot of time talking about, because that is what you are meant to be helping with and giving your opinion and voice, because we all want to hear that. Second, I think that if you choose and you want to find a deeper purpose, a deeper meaning, or there's something else nagging at you, I think you have to realize that once you find it, it's an amazing feeling to know what you want to do. But when you're going through that journey, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears during it. It's not easy. And that used to really bother me, because I'm like, I want to help people. Why am I not getting people on board? Or why don't people seem to care? Or why is this so damn hard to put out my thoughts and opinions and have people want to care? And it's hard, and you will want to quit 1,000 times, maybe more, and you will fail more than you've ever thought you could. But here's the thing: failure humbles you, and failure allows you to adapt to change, and failure allows you to really know that you're going out there and you're trying. Anyone can sit back. Anyone can sit back and give their opinions when they're not, in the world, when they're not in living their life. And I think all those rejections and all those times that you just feel alone, I think that they are showing us that we could persevere and we're stronger. And if it's worth it to you, then it's not going to be easy. And I just wanted to throw that in there, because a lot of people think it's easier, or they watch other people and they're like, well, how did they grow their business this quickly? Or how did they get all these people? And they always look put together and they have the perfect life. They don't. And I know you've heard this 1,000 times or more, but they really don't. You haven't seen the little aspects of the behind the scenes. You haven't seen the years. You haven't seen all the effort that they put in as well. So not only is it hard? But you have to put in the effort. Things just don't happen. And you don't always see that with people. And again, comparison is the thief of joy. When you compare yourself, you don't know the story. You don't know that perfect relationship really behind closed doors is not perfect. You don't know that perfect girl is depressed and anxious and has many things going on. That perfect business, you don't know. They might not be doing as well as you think. You don't really know the behind the scenes. And even if they are, do you know how long they put in every day, day in and day out? So again, not only is it going to be difficult, but you have to really want it and you have to really go for it. And if that's not something you want to, then that's fine. Then make it the passion or make it something else. But that is part of the process. And 3, this is a big one that's I think hard for a lot of people, is that family and friends will think, well, why? Or why is this so important? Or you don't have time for us anymore. Or this is so not, the 9 to 5 or the average thing you should be doing, or you should be concentrating on this or that. No, don't listen to that. And here's the reality though, it's hard. Everyone can say, don't listen to that like I just did, or don't let it affect you, but it does. When people you love seem like they're not supportive or they don't understand, it really kind of shatters you a little bit inside. And you can be strong, you can continue on, but it doesn't make you feel great. And I would just say to admit those feelings and admit those emotions, and with the right people, have that talk and say, I need your support, or this would be better if, and tell them, put up that boundary like we talked about, before. Don't allow them to get into you and ruin the joy and ruin your passion and ruin your purpose and ruin all that momentum that you've been doing. Don't allow them to ruin it. You can have feelings on it and emotions, but always trust your gut. Always put you first, as hard as that is. It's very difficult. And I think that you just have to realize a lot of people, they grew up different. They have different experiences. A lot of the people truly want you to succeed. They want you to be healthy and happy. They worry about you. And just remember that from that perspective. And again, you will get people that don't want it. They will just watch you and hope that you fail. And good for them. It's not about them. It's about you and what you do and keeping on that track and keeping on that path. And you will know, because when you don't want to quit and you want to keep going no matter how hard it gets, you will know that you found your purpose. And lastly, I would just say, again, to really advocate for yourself, to really get in depth with yourself, with the people around you, with the subject that you're in, the communities, whatever your passion is, get involved and speak up. Just because they have certain rules and regulations, you could obviously, abide by them, but that doesn't mean rules can't be amended and changed, and your voice and your perspective is always needed. And no matter what the pushback is, you keep going. When you believe in that, and that's the fire in your soul, and and you can actually say, yes, I got through the failures, and I'm going to keep going and go through the failures. I'm going to keep going no matter what people are saying about me. This is what makes me feel good. This is my passion. When you can get through all those stages and you're still standing and you're going, you might feel a little defeated, but you're still going, then you need to continue to always advocate for yourself and keep going on that process, and don't allow anybody or anything to get you down or to make you stop. And I think those are the main points that I would like to say about purpose. And again, I'll probably write a blog on it or go more in depth at some point, because there's a lot that goes along. But just for today, I thought that I would go through those points of the ebook. So again, go to a guide to take back your power, and you can see those points in there. There's a couple other, but you can read them as well. You can comment in the section. I'd be glad to go over more with you, or maybe do like a one-on-one or a Facebook Live on it, and anything. I'm always open to suggestions. I actually love them and would love to hear from you guys. So again, always check my social media. I always have stories and posts, and ladybecollective.com has a whole bunch of resources. So that's it for today. I will let you guys go and enjoy this beautiful day, and remember to be grateful for all those that sacrificed their lives so we can do what we're doing now. And again, I know this is a scary time and we are somewhat divided, but I think today we can stand proud, and we can just realize how much freedom and how much we get to really find our purpose and live in it, and for that we should be grateful. So I will talk to you guys next Monday on the next section of the guide to take back your power. So go download it, it's free. Go check out my sites, and talk to you guys.